How does economic theory influence antitrust enforcement decisions? Imagine trying to figure out if a business move is good or bad for competition. Economic theory helps regulators make those tough calls by giving them a clear way to look at market behavior. It acts like a set of tools that show how companies' actions can impact consumers and other businesses. When regulators review mergers or business practices, they use economic models to see if the deal might lead to higher prices or less choice. For example, if two big companies want to merge, economic theory helps assess if they will dominate the market or just become more efficient. It looks at factors like how many other competitors are around and how much power the new company might gain. If the merger could lead to higher prices or less innovation, regulators might step in. But if the merger saves costs and helps consumers get better products, they might allow it. Economic concepts like market concentration, which measures how few companies control a market, are key. If a few firms hold most of the market share, it might be easier for them to raise prices. Barriers to entry, like high startup costs or strict regulations, also matter because they can keep new competitors out. Price elasticity, which shows how much prices can change before consumers switch to other products, helps predict if a business could raise prices without losing customers. Over time, economic analysis has become more precise. Instead of just relying on gut feelings or simple rules, regulators now use data and models to make decisions. For example, when reviewing a merger, they might run simulations to see if prices would go up or if competitors would follow suit. This approach makes enforcement more consistent and fair. But some worry about relying too much on complex economic models. They say it can make decisions harder to understand and slow down the process. It's important that enforcement stays true to the law and considers real-world facts, not just numbers. From a business point of view, understanding how economic theory influences enforcement helps companies stay compliant. They can use economic analysis to evaluate whether their plans might be risky or acceptable. For example, when setting prices or forming agreements, businesses can check if their actions might be seen as harmful to competition. In the end, economic theory guides antitrust decisions by offering a way to analyze market effects objectively. It helps regulators focus on the real risks and benefits of business conduct. While it adds rigor to enforcement, it's also important to balance economic insights with the legal goals of promoting fair competition and protecting consumers.